Hey guys, Kirchan here. This is week 9 of the European LCS summer split, and I'm here now with Brokenshard from the Copenhagen Wolves. Congratulations on rejoining the LCS. How does it feel?
It's a really good experience for me. Playing the LCS is probably one of the most fun things ever. So being able to play again, even if it's just for a week, is really, really awesome.
How did the Wolves contact you and why you?
I remember Youngbuck messaged me. It was just after I had decided that, it was actually a really strange situation because I was feeling very depressed and there was a lot of conflict going on in Israel with the war, and I just felt that I could not focus on gaming with everything going on, so I was planning on retiring actually, so leaving SK Prime, and then I got contacted by Joey saying that there was a chance that they would be pulling me into play. And it was a little bit strange for me because they were doing quite well with Airwax, and he told me that there was some problems within the team that he couldn't really discuss, which apparently was bringing in Soren, a new mid laner, and they needed a shot calling jungler who they knew that I was able to do that.
How do you feel about the potential of Copenhagen Wolves' current roster, especially with the new mid laner?
I think Soren is very, very talented mid laner. He needs to work on a lot of team play aspects, like backing at the right moment and warding, but he definitely has the drive to become good. I can see that he really wants to. He's played phenomenally well for his first 2 LCS games ever, and I see a lot of potential in Soren. I actually think that he could be one of the star mid laners in the upcoming splits.
And how do you think you performed as a team with 2 new members this week here, 2 games?
Considering we played Fnatic, we actually did quite decent in the beginning few minutes of the game, but then we fell behind to a more strategic lane swap, and obviously Fnatic are a very good team. I think that for the first 2 games of the debut of a new roster, we played about as best as we could, considering we didn't have that much time to practice and we had a lot of problems to iron out.
Tell me about the game versus SK. You obviously won, and what was your experience from it?
Well, we knew that they were going to pick Evelyn if we left it open, even if it was going to be a bad matchup like Lee Sin. But we wanted to wait because I said that there's a chance that I could play Jarvan. Because Jarvan was a champion that we pretty much win every one of our scrims with Jarvan, because we're really good at engaging and just doing these ridiculous engages. Honestly, I think that SK just were really, really cocky and they underestimated us. They gave us pretty much every single good pick that we're known for playing. Like, they gave Gragas, who is a really strong top laner, away to us. They gave us Orianna, which is Soren's best mid laner. They gave Jarvan to me, which is one of my strong champions. They kind of gave me the ability to pick whatever jungler I wanted. So besides the picks and bans where we got literally every single pick that we wanted, I felt that team fighting, we just had better warding, better control of the dragon area, and we were able to make picks. Aside from that, also, Soren and Woolite had ridiculously high CS. They were outlaning their opponents.
How would you evaluate Wolves' chances to get to the playoffs at this point of the split?
I want to stay optimistic and say that we have a chance, but it's going to be really difficult. We're still quite a decent amount away from the other teams. I believe we're 3 or 4 wins away. So while it is quite difficult, it's not impossible. Right now, we just want to see how fast we can grow and how much we can grow as a unit, and how much they can grow, because I'm only meant to be subbing for this week, and we'll see what happens after.
What happened with you and Complexity obviously was very unfortunate. Do you still keep in touch with them?
Yeah, I do keep in touch with some of my friends in Complexity. I talk to Prolly and Westrice every couple of days. They're still one of my best friends, and I look forward to meeting them when I most likely will come to the United States sometime in the next few months.
Do you follow their games? Do you think they are going to make it to the playoffs?
I watch every single one of Complexity's games from the start to the finish. They are still my family. I consider them my family, and what happened between us was just an unfortunate series, and I'd like to give a shout out to my friends at Complexity. I love you all. I miss you guys so much, and I'm really glad to see you guys doing well. I do think that they have a chance to make it to playoffs, and if they really work hard, Worlds seems a lot more possible than it was in the beginning of the split.
Any other shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my fans, obviously, for saying it's really nice to see Brokenshard back in the LCS. Man, it's really good to be back. Thank you guys for supporting the move. I know it seemed a little bit weird at first, but this was probably one of the best weekends I've had in a really long time. Shout out to my family and friends back in Israel. There's a lot of conflict going on, so I hope you guys stay safe, and I miss you guys so much.
Thank you very much for the interview. Hope to see you again next week.
Hope to see you again next week too.